Hello, my name is Rick. Welcome to episode 4 of my Sunless Skies series. In the last episode, we left off in the Royal Society. They had a way to turn things into them, to score points with them, in order to build special boat parts that you really have to earn in the game. I didn't take them up on it at the time, but that turns out to be an important plot point that is going to come up again in the very near future. The Inscribed Tinkerer can provide truly exceptional equipment from her shop if she likes you. Return to the Inscribed Tinkerer. You have traced the correspondence sigil she was after. Have we met? Collection expanded. Carefully, she takes your scorched notebook in her hands and flicks through the pages, occasionally nodding. Thank you, Captain. How marvelous. It ought to be classified with the regretables in the Dolford compilation, I think. She traces the broken lines of the sign with her blackened fingertip. The impact that destroys, the fire that burns bright. For some, there is no surrender. She takes the notebook and places it in a drawer marked with the stamp of the Ministry. Very good, Captain. Here, your reward. I'm more than happy to do business with you from now on. You may now visit the Inscribed Tinkerer's shop. And I got paid $100. Wow, that's great. When did we get that? Portsmouth Arsenal. Smoke and soot, glass and steel. The ring of hammers on metal, the swearing of engineers, the acrid scent of sweat. Here in the bowels of Portsmouth House, the scientists of the Royal Society work to produce experimental designs for daring captains. A team of engineers, led by the energetic mechanic, are excited to get to work on whatever you'll pay them for. Here you can convert goods to experimental modifications, which can be exchanged for unique equipment. Interesting. Always a way to get rid of stuff, and sometimes it's for experience. I see in this case it's for new guns or equipment or something. Peruse the designs. What have the finest minds in Albion come up with? Here you can purchase unique locomotive equipment. Pieces the engineers have reluctantly accepted are finished. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Pieces the engineers have reluctantly accepted are finished, are stored in this long gallery of steel and glass. Look, that's what it says. I know it doesn't make much sense. I am your faithful narrator once again. So, what can I say? Equipment gleams behind glass cases, like exhibits in a technical-minded museum. Take your time, the energetic mechanic says, leaning against a wall. Just let me know if I can be of any assistance. Yeah, if you can help me chew through some of them previous sentences, that would be great. Yeah, I can't afford any of this stuff. And even if I dropped off a bunch of my things, I couldn't afford this stuff. So I'm not going to. I sure hope we can buy fuel and supplies here, or we're in trouble. Requisitions. The weary quartermaster is willing to write off some of Portsmouth House's output for a price. Oh. No. Oh, I see. So, yes, we can. All right, great. Okay, we came here to complete a trade deal. We completed a trade deal. Now the plan is to explore space, find our way back to London, find our way back to the gate, find our way back to the previous region of space we were in, and bang out a couple of the missions that involve getting a lot of terror or having your terror fixed. I'm hoping that by bouncing back and forth between the two, we can finish off those places and kind of move forward with the plot. Let's check the map. Okay, so... oh, well, at least we know what part of Albion we're in. But I feel like London or the Gate could be in there anywhere. So the idea is to voyage out, not run out of fuel and supplies, and come back if we're in any danger of doing that. Which, at the moment, we're not really. I mean, you might be doing some exploring. Why not? Oh, sure. Just in case. What's in our hold right now, anyways? Oh yeah, we need to we need to ditch some of this stuff. Well, let's go ditch it in the nearest city we can, which is probably London. Ooh, exciting. There's usually a lot of space monsters and hostile stuff around here. The cliffs of the Ormswald rise about you. The crew complain. It's like being buried. Oh, how unpleasant. I mean, the odds have got to be against finding London in the very first direction we go, right? So I'm going to have to keep an eye on the fuel and supplies. And I wouldn't want to go out more than 3 fuel, for instance. How are we doing? You know, I'm starting to feel like London isn't this direction. Weapons test. Oh, weapons are working. Good. So, part of the reason we made this journey to London was to pick up assaying equipment so that we could do events of the various treasures that appear on the map. And, oh look, there's a treasure on the map. Oh, I missed it somehow. Where is it exactly? I'm right next to it. Oh yeah, I see it now. Boink. If things get too boring, I'll skip ahead. But so far the game's been eventful enough, or I've had enough to say, or I haven't really wanted to do that very much. And now I hear Albion is smaller, for instance. So, oh no. thing hit me? A bull cantankeree defeated. This bull was the king of its kind, an isopod with the dimensions of an elephant, sheathed in layer upon layer of semi-calcified armor plates, all wrapped around the temperament of an embittered badger. Now it is a ruin of muscle and shell. How do I want to get a treasure out of it? Usually well, a caged catch is worth $200, but we have money. I could try to chisel precious stones from its carapace, but we have money. Or I could try to retrieve the stomach. The phlegmatic researcher in the Leadbeater and Steinrod Nature Preserve feels this will aid his research. He'd better be right. Usually these are one of the highest paying off ways of getting treasures, so I'm going to do that one. Retrieve the stomach. The shell is too tough to crack, but it is large enough to crawl into, and that's what the unlucky winner of an impromptu lottery is obliged to do. They are given a knife and a sou'wester to cover their sky suit and crawl into the shell. They emerge later, dripping, cursing, and clutching a withered knot of a stomach. I have collected the stomach of a cantankeree for the phlegmatic researcher. Cool. What is this over here? Is it London? It kind of looks like a something. London falters here. The sky becomes stony, its path barred by sudden crags. Remember when I said, what are the odds that London would be the first place that I would find? I don't know. Apparently about 1 to 1. Oh, wait. Okay, see where it is? No, but it must be here somewhere. Do I follow along the rock wall? The resurrection men haunt this place. They do not abide witnesses. Well, that's not what I want. I want London. It'd be kind of nice if I could find my way back to London, even though it's moved recently. Does it help if I shoot at it? I feel like I'm going in circles here. I am going in circles here. Oh no, it looks like trouble. Look, man, I don't know any trouble with you. Just point me to the nearest direction to London, and oh no, it's not. I'm just gonna assume you're hostile. Oh, you weren't hostile? Oh, well, my mistake. Sorry. You have learned from your experiences. The Tacties favor scrappy, versatile engines that, when not skirmishing with company vessels, can serve double duty as traders, messengers, or transports. My hull is fine. I'm going to seize its cargo. I've gained a bronzewood and a mangled tackety nameplate. I'm not a big fan of these guys, so I'm not real sorry about that little mix-up. Where's London? Oh, it said something about London a while back, and now I've got an incomplete circle, and we still don't know. And I'm down to 4 fuel, and 3 supplies. I'm near my have to turn around point. A clattering on the hull, pebbles tossed by the wind. I'm near a treasure. Good thing I checked the radar. Oh. Oh, this seems promising. Hey, look, it's different architecture, similar to what we saw when it said something about London. This ain't London. I hate to do it, but I'm going back to the Royal Society before we run out of fuel and supplies. And we can come back and figure out why it said something about London and then there was no London there when we're safer. Sure is windy in space today. We're not really running that low on fuel and supplies, but we just picked up so much nice stuff that I hate to lose it. And while we're not that low, we don't have that much left either. Oh. The incognito princess dons her disguise tiara as the Royal Society comes into view. Yeah, wouldn't want those scientists to see you. They might recognize you. Portsmouth House. 69 experience gained, and I leveled up too. I really want to get into the Royal Society. One of my favorite things in games and character design is leveling up a character. So let's see what this guy gets to do. I like how in this game it's different. In this game, as you experience, you sort of find out about your own past and your own character. I've really been building this guy with a lot of kind of strength and hearts, so he does a lot of damage and he's kind of tough. But that means I'm low on these other aspects of veils and mirrors. And at times that's been coming back to kind of bite me in the butt more than a little bit. So I have a bunch of choices to make, and I can see from here what direction they're going to go. Even without looking through all of these, I think I like this one. If you enjoyed the Sunless Skies content, please like, comment, or subscribe. If you'd like to be notified when new videos come out, press the bell icon next to the subscription button. Thanks for watching.